Hello and welcome to Game 6 of The Last Chance. All right, so this is Game 6. We have Emeka going against Oshodi. All right, we've seen Emeka play Sweden for 75 points and Sunday has played personal for 70 points. Right now, Sunday just replied again with a fantastic bingo against Broken Voices. Currently in the standings, we have 4 Nigerians in the top 10, I believe. Oh, sorry, scratch that. That's 4 Nigerians in the top 5, while we have Akim Olaibigbe from Nigeria in 7th position. The top 2 Kenyans we've seen from the start, unfortunately, are 8th and 9th position currently. A quick reminder, this is the last chance qualifiers where the top 10 at the end of 8 games are going to feature in the World Scrabble Championships main event happening tomorrow. We have Ojio currently leading the standings, followed by Woko from Nigeria, Okpeyemi Oloro in 3rd. In 4th place, we have Intikan, and we have a Kenyan, Wenwa Akinyi, currently in 5th place. She seems to be sneaking her way in right from the start, followed by Justin Chancer. I think he's also commonly called Jaja from Zambia in 6th position. All right, back to the game. From a rack of QAAJOR blank, he plays RAJ. Next up, we have Sunday Oshodi with VOLDDIE. An interesting hook I'm hoping to see later in this game is Son open to hook Wrath to play Rathy down the triple lane, but as you can see, none of the players have a Y currently. All right, we see Void come down for Sunday Oshodi, leaving LED. Interesting set of tiles here for Emeka with TAQ blank OAE. I'm sure he would love to have a U right now to play a Q letter bingo, but with the look of things, he's not having a bingo currently. He could burn his blank and play Queen through the end of personal. The Q would sit on the double letter score, and the whole world is going to be doubled to score 55 solid points. Is that something he's willing to risk with 2 U's still on scene? And that gives his opponent a very high chance to play down the queue into the triple lane and score quite well. So I'm curious to see what he's going to go for on stone. All right, I'm sure Oshodi is hoping for the O to stay open later because I can see has arranged something similar to deplored, but with a move of EOAN, if Emeka doesn't want to burn his blank, I think that would disturb that move. All right, we're seeing in the chat. Thank you so much for joining us. The scores currently are Emeka on 207 to Sunday's 272. All right, he opts for TOEA for TIRE and ODAL. Right. It seems he's changing his mind and is still a bit unsure if he wants to just play TO and retain the E. I'm curious to what he's thinking of here. He's probably scared of the Z still unseen, and his ZOO points there would score 60 plus. So, but it seems he still wants to go for this move and play TOEA, leaving QA blank. Oshodi comes down with Plodder in the same spot he was hoping to bingo on later. That seems pretty solid, scoring 31 points, leaving the E. It exposes the triple lane ball. It actually exposes it on both ends. If you have an S, hook, spar, or OPA, and you could also play down the ER or so. He's keeping his options open. There are still two S's on sale. Let's see how this is going to play out. Here we have AAKQXT blank on Emeka's rack. All right, let me see if anyone in the chat can find a very interesting move from Emeka in this turn. The hint here is he has a very obscure word through the FO in Nong. Now, it doesn't score exceedingly well, but for 52 points, leaving very good tiles, it would be a stellar player. Let me see if anyone in the chat can spot this move. While we see him play QI, just plunking it down for 21, retaining his KX blank. Now, the Radi move I was talking about the other time, Oshodi is cashing in on that spot, playing YEA, hooking Radi for a boatload of points. And that move is very sweet because he's leaving SILE, looking to bingo, maybe with the B to hook Canes. Just even the A just now is a floater. And as we said, the PA hooks S for Spa. So I'm sure he would be looking to play at the left-hand side of the board. But we can see he has drawn into a bingo. Let's see what Emeka can come up with on the turn. He has HTAXAK blank. All right, with H, X, and K, I'm sure he's looking to look for scores on this board. He can't play the three at once, but gradually he could play something like Karat through the R in Radi. And I think he has found that move. Oh, he plays Arak instead, which is still a pretty good move. Scores 32, leaving HTX blank. But with Karat, you have HX blank left, which gives you a higher chance of picking a vowel in the bag. Sunday wastes no time playing sliders and canes, 476 points. This move shoots Sunday score up to 407 to Emeka's 281 with a 120-point deficit. I'm sure Emeka is beating himself up. He has all the machinery to win this game. He has the eggs, the blank, but he still finds himself trailing. All right, we see HUT, EXT blank. What options are there for Emeka right now? Maybe Toxis through the S in slider, TUXES. It leaves HT blank. But really, what's the plan after that? Maybe you're looking to bingo through the A in YEA or the I, the D, the E in sliders. But little by little, I believe it is becoming blocked and the options are becoming limited. In the unseen tiles, there are still the Z and a bunch of E's. I think this is a difficult turn for Emeka because if he goes for a move like Toxis, scoring 28 points, leaving HT blank, it just leaves a very easy spot for the opponent to play above the T in Toxis. So what exactly can he do here? There are other options such as exalt through the L in sliders. This opens up another spot for a straight seven where you can drive the exalts to exalts, and it still leaves the D open. So I think this is a move worth considering. There's still the D open, the D still floating, and the A in YEA is still floating. And that's exactly what he's doing now, playing exalt, leaving HT blank. That move brings him within 100 points of Oshodi. All right, we see he's still considering if this is the move he wants to go for. He hasn't committed yet, but I think he has just done. All right, so Oshodi has BUTYIEI. A pretty standard player is to play BUIK to the K Harak, and there you go, you waste no time playing that. And the good thing about this move is it doesn't empty the bag. As soon as he plays that, there are still going to be 2,000 left in the bag. All right, Emeka here has FEATHE blank. You can see as arranged feather, but no spot for that on this board. There are 2,000 left on scene. Oshodi has ZITYIER. The tiles in the bag are F and E. So if he fishes for something here, I think he could still play for an out bingo. The thing here is as soon as he plays any two-letter words, let's say he just goes for EF next to the sliders for 23 points or 21 points, Oshodi is going to know the exact tiles he has because there's only going to be 7 tiles left on set. So with that information, they can easily deduce what move to play to block his bingos. The only scenario where any bingo will be unblockable is if he has a bingo hooking exalts, making exalts, going down for a number of points, or the same arrangement of tiles playing a bingo through the A in YEA, then there will be nothing Oshodi can do about that. But I sincerely doubt with this difference in scores, I doubt there's any bingo that could make Emeka clinch this win. An interesting setup could be EF next to the or above MO at the bottom of the board. That would score 18 points and it would float or it would expose the triple lane, hooking EF with S or hooking it with T or even another F. But the thing is, we can see Oshodi has a T on his rack, so that move would be easily met with something like ZIT and EFT. We score well enough, and even if Maker bingos out somewhere else on the board, it probably won't be enough to exceed the difference right now. So it's understandable. Emeka is taking his time, looking at the ball, looking at the tiles he could play. I'm sure he's going to continue dropping just one tile to avoid giving Oshodi information on what he can, on what he has. I have a feeling he was about to play EH just now, and that's exactly what he's doing. Still the same idea as playing EF there. You know, you have the last blank and there are no S's in the bag or with the opponent. So you're the only one who can come back and play bingo ending with S there. The only drawback is it would not matter. Oshodi can easily score somewhere else and leave Emeka to play his bingo. Okay, he has committed his move. I'm curious to see how Oshodi is going to respond to this. So currently, he could easily overlook that spot and just play something like Bryce through the B in Belit. That scores 40 solid points. And regardless of anything Emeka might have to play to the triple word, it would not matter. But here's the thing. Now, Oshodi has full information of what Emeka has. AFFETE. There really isn't any threat to that. No seven-letter word there, and definitely none that even has an S. So I think all Oshodi needs to do here is play anywhere on the board, score a boatload of points, and move on with the game. You can see him checking the tile bag again, making sure there are no straight tiles left. With AFFETE, you can see Emeka arranging something like affected, hoping for a D somewhere, but I doubt he'll be able to play bingo to end this game. Oshidi just needs to do the needful, check the tiles one more time, make sure he's not making any mistakes. Because even if he's winning this game, no matter what, the spread with which he wins with really matters. Although I can see him arranging RIZ separately on his rack, I still haven't found a obvious place to play that. I'm sure when it's done analyzing, checking the board, looking at what Emeka has, it would soon deduce that a move like Bryce would 100% win him this game. And you know, you could even be fanciful if he wants, plays TIDY with the D in sliders and with leave of RIZE, is still going to play out or score somewhere else on the board. There is the Bryce still available. There's Zaire through the A of YEA. It's quite surprising to see Sunday has a full 15 minutes left on the clock. He basically bleeds through this whole game with fantastic plays right from the start. Saw him play personal the late and sliders. A beautiful game from both players as Emeka himself played sweet in earlier in the game, but could not quite put down a bingo ever since. This is game six of the last chance qualifier, and with this win, Oshodi is inching closer to a spot to play in the main event starting tomorrow. The top 10 in this pool is going to feature in the main events. We've gotten news that Justin Chansa from Zambia just won his last game and is currently leading the standings. I'm sure when the rest of the results come in, we'll have a better look at the standings. For anyone wondering why Sunday hasn't outrightly just made a move since it's leading so comfortably, once again, this is a very competitive pool and every point matters. So if we could win this game with a sizable lead, the spread is going to accumulate later on and it could, squeeze in a spot in the top 10. So there are many players here who think, oh, he's leading with say 120, he won't just play anything and let the game end. But I assure you, every point matters, and he has the time to check through, see what Emeka has, make sure he doesn't have any bingos to reduce the spread. And after he has recognized all that, I'm sure he's going to make a move. And I'm curious to see where Emeka plays to. All right, I think Sunday is done tracking the tiles. He has seen the seven tiles Emeka has, and now he's going to assess and see if he has any out bingos. All right, the same set aside ZE. I'm sure he wants to play that above EX. Oh, but he goes differently. He plays EERY. Is it worried there is still a bingo that is going to fit in EHS? Because yes, that move does obstruct EHS. You know, as much as we can tell here that Emeka has no valid bingos, I understand why Sunday is trying to be thorough. There are words like NEAFFES. So maybe he's thinking there could be TEAFFES or something like that. So we can tell there is nothing to worry about. You play like ZE above the EX in Exalt or BRIZE in the same sports is the way to go. All right, so it does commit EERY. At this point, Emeka has no choice but to maybe bonus blank, play EFFS, okay, in EHS, but he decides to keep that blank for one more turn, saying that Sunday can't play out with ITZI left on his rack. So he plays FATE, and Sunday wastes no time. He goes for SITZ for 28 points. Now with a blank left on Emeka's rack, all he has to do is play FES, okay, the EHS, and call it a day. All right, we see him playing the anagram, going for EFS, EHS. That scores 20 points. And when all is said and done, the final scores would be Emeka's 369 to Sunday's 480. This was a wonderful game from Sunday. Once again, his personal, starting with personal in his second move was amazing. Then plays late for 82 points. Even though his deployed was blocked during the game, he still played Plodder in that spot for 31. And he was able to seal the win with a move of sliders for 76. I'm sure Emeka must feel a bit down about this loss because he had all he needed to, score a lot of points during the game. He had the X, he had blank early on, but somehow the tiles just didn't align, and eventually Sunday stole his win. All right, guys, we'll come with game 7 in a bit. Make sure you stay tuned. We'll be right back.
City's bright, Accra calling day and night. We've got the letters, we've got the score, knocking right upon your door. Hear the rhythm, feel the heat. Can you handle this massive beat? Aquaba, Aquaba, to the golden coast. Aquaba, Aquaba, WESPAC is the host. Oh, Aquaba, Aquaba, the drums are talking now. Let's take a final bow. 7 tiles, 1,000 words, the cleverest minds, the happiest hurts from far away. City's bright, Accra calling day and night. We've got the letters, we've got the score, knocking right upon your door. Hear the rhythm, feel the heat. Can you handle this massive beat? Aquaba, Aquaba, to the golden coast. Aquaba, Aquaba, WESPAC is the host. Oh, Aquaba, Aquaba, the drums are talking now. Let's take a final bow. 7 tiles, 1,000 words, the cleverest minds, the happiest hurts from far away. City's bright, Accra calling day and night. We've got the letters, we've got the score, knocking right upon your door. Hear the rhythm, feel the heat. Can you handle this massive beat? Aquaba, Aquaba, to the golden coast. Aquaba, Aquaba, WESPAC is the host. Oh, Aquaba, Aquaba, the drums are talking now. Let's take a final bow. 7 tiles, 1,000 words, the cleverest minds, the happiest hurts from far away. City's bright, Accra calling day and night. We've got the letters, we've got the score, knocking right upon your door. Hear the rhythm, feel the heat. Can you handle this massive beat? Aquaba, Aquaba, to the golden coast. Aquaba, Aquaba, WESPAC is the host. Oh, Aquaba, Aquaba, the drums are talking now. Let's take a final bow. 7 tiles, 1,000 words, the cleverest minds, the happiest hurts from far away. City's bright, Accra calling day and night. We've got the letters, we've got the score, knocking right upon your door. Hear the rhythm, feel the heat. Can you handle this massive beat? Aquaba, Aquaba, to the golden coast. Aquaba, Aquaba, WESPAC is the host. Oh, Aquaba, Aquaba, the drums are talking now. Let's take a final bow. 7 tiles, 1,000 words, the cleverest minds, the happiest hurts from far away. knocking right upon your door. Hear the rhythm, feel the heat. Can you handle this massive beat? Aquaba, Aquaba, to the golden coast. Aquaba, Aquaba, WESPAC is the host. Oh, Aquaba, Aquaba, the drums are talking now. Aquaba, Aquaba, let's take a final bow. 7 tiles, 1,000 words, the cleverest minds, the happiest hurts from far away. Sun is up, the city's bright, Accra calling day and night. We've got the letters, we've got the score, knocking right upon your door. Hear the rhythm, feel the heat. Can you handle this massive beat? Aquaba, Aquaba, to the golden coast. Aquaba, Aquaba, WESPAC is the host. Oh, Aquaba, Aquaba, the drums are talking now. Aquaba, Aquaba, let's take a final bow. 7 tiles, 1,000 words, the cleverest minds, the happiest hurts from far away. Sun is up, the city's bright, Accra calling day and night. We've got the letters, we've got the score, knocking right upon your door. Hear the rhythm, feel the heat. Can you handle this massive beat? Aquaba, Aquaba, to the golden coast. Aquaba, Aquaba, WESPAC is the host. Oh, Aquaba, Aquaba, the drums are talking now. Aquaba, Aquaba, let's take a final bow. 7 tiles, 1,000 words, the cleverest minds, the happiest hurts from far away. Sun is up, the city's bright, Accra calling day and night. We've got the letters, we've got the score, knocking right upon your door. Hear the rhythm, feel the heat. Can you handle this massive beat? Aquaba, Aquaba, to the golden coast. Aquaba, Aquaba, WESPAC is the host. Oh, Aquaba, Aquaba, the drums are talking now. Aquaba, Aquaba, let's take a final bow. 7 tiles, 1,000 words, the cleverest minds, the happiest hurts from far away. Sun is up, the city's bright, Accra calling day and night. We've got the letters, we've got the score, knocking right upon your door. Hear the rhythm, feel the heat. Can you handle this massive beat? Aquaba, Aquaba, to the golden coast. Aquaba, Aquaba, WESPAC is the host. Oh, Aquaba, Aquaba, the drums are talking now. Aquaba, Aquaba, let's take a final bow. 7 tiles, 1,000 words, the cleverest minds, the happiest hurts from far away. Sun is up, the city's bright, Accra calling day and night. We've got the letters, we've got the score, knocking knocking right upon your door. Hear the rhythm, feel the heat. Can you handle this massive beat? Aquaba, Aquaba.